Hey everyone, this is Hector with Road to Strength. I want to thank you for coming on for our Flex Thursday, 11:50 stretch session. Um, it's a nice, beautiful day outside. I know we're from an hour west of Boston originally, and there was a bit of snow, and I saw a couple snow flurries this morning taking the dog out. So hopefully, if you did get outside and get to see some snow, you kind of play a little snowball fight with friends and whatnot. Um, but I apologize for that if you can hear that. That's the dog just kind of being a little bit more playful right now. Um, but for today's session, we're just going to get a little bit of lower body. We're going to work our way from our lower body up to upper body. I did add a playlist into the comment section, so if you want to access the playlist, by all means, please do so. If there are songs that you want to see added to the playlist, by all means, please add it, or please let me know so that way I can add it. And again, you can follow me a couple different ways, either through Facebook directly, or you can reach out to me or follow me through Instagram and Twitter at Coach Hector M, and then Discord, which is just a community-based messaging platform and also video platform at Road to Strength hashtag 2587. The spelling of Road to Strength has to be very particular, so it's all one word, where the R in road and the S in strength are capitalized. So just make sure that everything is written properly, and then that way I can then receive any friend requests that you guys may have sent over to me. So again, thank you for coming on. Definitely looking forward to doing this. And then after this, we'll go right into get up after a couple minutes just to set things up. So the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to go into a butterfly stretch. So I'm going to sit right down. Okay, so again, I want to thank those who are taking the class. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, by all means, put it in the comments. I can definitely answer it. Um, so what I want you to do here, one of two ways. You can either take the hands on the ankles and push the elbows down on the knees, or you can grab onto the feet and pull yourself forward. Okay, so either variation is perfectly fine. One isn't better than the other. It's just whatever feels most comfortable for you. And that's the biggest thing. We want to make sure that the stretches you are doing are what's going to be most comfortable for you. I know right now we are kind of sitting a lot more. Hopefully, if we can be a little bit more active, let's please do so. But I know for the most part we're sitting a lot more than what we normally would. And again, extenuating circumstance, so there's nothing. It's out of our control for the most part. But if you can get outside and walk around, by all means do so. Again, we're just in that butterfly stretch right now. Thank you for those who are liking, sharing. I really appreciate it. What I'm actually going to be looking at doing, and I'll be sharing this within the next day or so, is I'm probably going to be transferring um, onto Twitch and using Twitch as my main service of streaming these workouts. I just really enjoy how responsive the videos are in relation to a lot of things, as well as if you have a Twitch account, the names, no one knows who you are, so it might be a lot easier for you to put a comment in to be answered during the class. And from here, let's go into a hamstring stretch. So I'm just going to go the long way just so that way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing right now. So what I'm going to do here, the leg is nice and straight, other leg is bent. Now from here, I'm just going to reach for the toes. Okay, so just reaching for the toes. Again, thank you for those who are taking this class. Also, I will throw up the YouTube channel. I take all these videos. I do record them while they're streaming, so that way, if you aren't able to attend, you have an opportunity to take it through YouTube, which I'm using more or less as like a video on demand. Nice work, everybody. Nice job. And let's switch sides. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. And again, same thing. You may also notice that one side's always going to be tighter. My left side's always tighter than my right side. So I may not get as deep of a stretch as I would on my right side. But again, just focus on taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, get a little bit closer. Nice work. Again, in the comment section of the video, I do have a Spotify playlist that I created. So if you want to access that, listen to it while you're doing this, by all means, please do so. That'll be awesome. And good. Let's go into a child's pose. So bring the hips back towards the heels, okay? And then from here, just reaching the arms out in front of you. And focus here with the child's pose on your breathing. So yes, you want to focus on the stretch and getting a really good stretch through the lower back and the shoulders, but you should also be focusing on that breathing right now, because take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, you'll start to notice that you could probably sit a little bit lower. By lower, I mean the chest sitting down a little bit more, closer towards the floor, okay, as the body just starts to relax a little bit more. So again, nice deep breath. Great job, everybody. Great job. From here, we're going to reach both hands over to the left. Again, thank you for those who are taking the class. If you can like this, share this with friends and family. That way, you know, we can all kind of spread a little bit more positivity. That would be awesome. Again, both hands over to the left. I'll just shift a little bit over to the side. And now we're going to shift over to the right, so I'm just shifting a little bit more so that way, again, you can see what it is that I'm doing. Time is flying right now. We're getting through this together. This is awesome. And again, I'm just holding these positions just because, more or less, with these stretches, especially with working at a computer, any space of that nature, you will notice that we're kind of sitting in compromised positions where sometimes we can feel a little bit more discomfort in certain areas of the body. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. And then we're going to be moving into some Spider-Man walks. Okay, so I'm in that push-up position. And from that push-up position, walking one foot forward. And with the back leg, the leg that's straight, I'm dipping that hip closer to the floor. So again, just take some time. Again, starting on Tuesday, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be transitioning. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate that. I'm going to be transitioning these live workouts over to Twitch. The reason being, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to grow a channel where it's going to be fitness related. It's also going to be, you're going to see some cooking on there. Some recipes that I really enjoy that don't really take a lot of time. and can maybe help you out, especially during these tough times. So just simplifying life is the most important. Now from here, let's just switch over to the other side. Great job, everybody. Great job. Again, if you need to put the knee down a little, if you need to put the knee down to just rest, you're still going to get a stretch. It's not going to change much. It's just that you're going to feel this a little bit different. You may feel this a little bit differently, but not too crazy. And good. Let's go back to the other side. Side we started on. Again, if you want to put that knee down, by all means do so. Again, thank you for those who are watching the video, who are watching the live stream. And let's switch sides, back over to the other side. I will put the link to Twitch on my Facebook page today, and I'll just kind of keep dispersing it out so that way people know where to find these videos. And again, the recorded versions will be still on YouTube, so that won't change at all. And let's switch sides one more time. Again, get a good stretch. Nice. From here, we're going to go into a side lying quad stretch. So I'm just lying on my side, as I mentioned. Okay, so you can just rest the head down. If you have a small pillow, by all means, you can use that as well. But I'm just using my hand, and I'm just going to pull my foot up towards the heel towards my butt. Okay. With that, if you can't grab onto the foot more or less to pull it, that's perfectly fine. If you just pull kind of like the back, if you have like a shoe on or a sneaker on, you can just pull the back of the shoe, and that'll still get that stretch in. And awesome. Let's switch over to the other side. So we're almost done. We got a couple more minutes left. Again, just relaxing the head onto the arm. You don't want to just keep the head almost like floating because you're going to strain the neck. So keep the head nice and relaxed. Again, I want to thank everybody who is attending, taking this class. Again, using this time as your own time to make sure that you are feeling really good through this. Nice job, everybody. Now from here, we're going to go into inchworms. I really like these just because it's a really nice dynamic stretch on the hamstrings or the back of the legs. So we're going to go right back to that tall plank or push-up position. Again, thank you for those who are taking the class. I see a couple people on right now, so I really appreciate that. So in that tall plank or push-up position, we're going to keep the legs nice and straight, walk the toes up, get a good stretch, and then return them right back. Now, when you return right back, you should be right back at that tall plank position. Let's get two more. So on top of this being a really good stretch, this also gets your core, especially at the beginning and end positions of the movement. Last one. And good. Nice job. Okay, so we got 2 more things left. We got a couple minutes. We got a little under 4 minutes left, 3.5 minutes to go. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go into a trapezius or trap stretch. So we did this on Tuesday. I really like this just because for me, I've had a lot of tension headaches, and this has helped quite a bit. So what I'll do here is I'll take my right hand, put it on the left side of my head, and I'm going to keep my right shoulder relaxed. So I'm not trying to touch the shoulder to the ear, keeping it nice and relaxed, and pulling and kind of, not pulling, but just moving the head over to the right shoulder. And don't try to tuck the chin down. Keep your head in a neutral position, and then just shift it over to one side. Great job, everybody. Again, hopefully you guys are having an awesome Thursday. The sun's been coming in and out all morning. Right now it's sunny. I'm sure it's going to get a little cloudy right before class ends. And again, I'll take a couple minutes off after this, and then we're going to just go over to the other side. Take a couple minutes after class is over. That way I can get ready for Get Up. In today's Get Up session is going to be kind of similar to Tuesday, where I use some textbooks. I'll probably use some dumbbells so that way people can see what it would look like using dumbbells for a lot of these exercises. Great job, everybody. And let's go back over one more time. So again, keep the head nice and relaxed in neutral position. Keep the right shoulder down as you pull the head over. So the goal isn't to touch the ear to the shoulder. It's just to bring the head over to the right. Get a good stretch. And awesome job. We're going to do the same thing over to the left one more time. So again, left hand on the right side of the head. And just bringing the head over to the left shoulder. But again, the ear should not be touching the shoulder. If it is, that means that you're shrugging the shoulder, which is not what we want to do here. We want to get a nice stretch through the side of the neck going into the trap. Again, a lot of people hold stress in that trapezius upper back. So we just want to make sure that we are feeling really good. And the last thing we're going to do here, get a little bit of shoulder mobility, just because it's always really helpful, especially when we're on our computers most of the day. We're going to go into a quadruped position or all four position, and then we're going to do a push-up plus or a scapular push-up. So in that all four position, my hands are about shoulder width apart. My knees are almost in line with my hands, and my toes should be almost in line with my knees. Now, in this position, my spine is nice and neutral. And from here, it's lower the chest down to the floor and pull away. So when my chest is lowering down, I'm pinching my shoulder blades and then really trying to pull them as far apart as I can. Okay, so we're going to get another 10. Five. And again, just take your time with this. This isn't a race. We're just trying to make sure that everything's feeling good. One more. And done. Excellent job, everybody. Great work today. So again, these videos do go on YouTube. Starting next Tuesday, I will be transitioning from Facebook Live over to Twitch, so I'll be putting up all of the information for that, so that way you guys can still have access to this. Again, you can still share this out with friends and family. It doesn't require you to essentially have an account on Twitch, so you can just still hop right in. Also, with sending messages, the names are more or less whatever you want them to be, so it doesn't have to be your name specifically. That way, I have no idea who it is. I can answer the questions that you may have that maybe you may not feel comfortable with asking, because everybody would know who's asking the question. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming on today. I had a fun time. Hopefully you did as well. And in a couple minutes, we're gonna go right over to Get Up. So again, I'm just gonna get a couple things set up, and we'll go from there. So have an awesome Thursday if I don't see you, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Tuesday at 11:50 with Flex.